Oh, that's quick. So quick from Federer. Oh, what was that overrule? That was
Okay, Agassi.
well, Roger Federer, they're acknowledging that the central umpire had made a mistake. All credit due to him there. Wrong, so you can understand him taking a few games to get going, but against Agassi, I think Agassi's got so much pressure on from the start. You've got to be careful. Oh, that's a wonderful game there, though.
That is the real Roger.
30-50.
Oh, well played. He started on fire, hasn't he, Andre? He's barely missed a ball. Might be gone.
30. Okay.
So the man who was named Switzerland's Person of the Year is in trouble.
That's too good. Look, in most people's... Oh, these guys are thumping this ball from one end to the other.
And there is the first set in somewhat of a surprise. Not that he won it, but in the fashion that he has won it. Just 22 minutes, 6 games to 2.
More mishit, so he's struggling with that side of his body. And he's a little bit at sea at the moment. He knows in his best form he doesn't hit many at all.
Yeah,
but today he has been so far.
Look at that. Broken to love.
That's a good point from Federer.
Okay, Agassi.
Well, there's no...
Not so today so far, though. Well, there you go.
15.
4 aces.
No one would deny that.
Okay, Agassi.
At any stage in their career. Well, he needs a little bit of luck, maybe. Does right. It's good.
15.
Needs to dig deep. That's a good backhand. Plenty of time there to get into position. This backhand slice. It takes great control. Stepped it up a bit. Oh, too good.
Well, he had the old man running, but he was equal to this. 18-8.
Double break for Andre.
Oh dear, yet another unforced error, and there is... It's too good.
Wonderful tennis.
Okay. Federer.
And you probably wouldn't have picked that break.
New balls on this surface. What can we expect, Fitzy?
40, 30.
Pretty aggressive second.
Okay.
Roger Federer is not...
Well, he gets away with it, Federer.
40, 50.
And he needs only one as he continues his unbeaten run here at Kooyong.
6-2, 6-4.
Andre Agassi looking as sharp as ever and sounding an ominous warning to those players who prepare to do battle at Melbourne Park next week.
Open.
Roger Federer bids farewell and Andre Agassi heads to the microphone. Here's Jason.
Well, Andre, I guess impressive would be a ridiculous understatement, particularly against such a quality opponent. I think we could count your mistakes on one hand today.
Yeah, and that needs to be the case against Roger. I mean, today we had a little less wind, so compared to yesterday, it felt pretty calm, and I was seeing the ball well. And you have to take your chances because he has such weapons off both sides and such a great feel for the game. He always knows where he is in the court, and he always knows what he's trying to do out there. So I had to play pretty well today.
Yeah, it's become a favourite recipe of yours. You come here well prepared, you have a good week, and then you tend to take that momentum into the Australian Open where you invariably do well. I guess it's the same sort of feeling, deja vu today, isn't it?
Well, you can't hope for better preparation than this to play the world's best players leading up to the biggest tournament. So for me, it's one step at a time. I mean, you can't win 7 matches unless you win the first one, and I try to take it one at a time, and I try to just make sure that each match I'm fixing the things that I didn't like before, and sometimes it comes together, which I've been pretty fortunate down here that has come together quite often.
Can you draw comparisons between perhaps how you were travelling at this time last year? You won here at Kooyong last year, won the Australian Open. Do you feel similarities between then and now?
Well, it's just nice to win, period, so I guess coming out here and winning these winning these matches does a lot for your confidence. But for me, I've come into a lot of Grand Slams not feeling great, but finding my range. I've come into other Grand Slams feeling really good and somehow not quite getting over the hump. So you want to make sure that you're playing your best tennis when you need it the most, and you never know when that's going to happen out of 7 matches. You might need it in the 3rd match. Last year I played a real tough 3rd round match against Escudé where I was in a lot of trouble, and I got through that and managed to stay in control the rest of the tournament. So you never know when you're going to need it. You got to just make sure it's there when you do.
Well, another superb performance and ominous form for your opponents. We look forward to Saturday's final. Well done, Andre.
Thanks.
Andre Agassi.
Yes.